And you're welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. As we winding down, this is time to look into your finances. We call it personal finance. And today, joining us over the phone is Charles Fakroha. He will be telling us about steps to financial wellness. Good morning, Charles. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Uche.
All right, you're welcome and thank you for joining us today. We're looking at steps to financial wellness. It's looking like a health conversation today. Tell us all about it, Charles.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like I said off camera, that we are doing memorial service for Pastor Mrs. Peso Priye Fakroha somewhere in Lekki. We just pray that our soul will continue to rest in peace. Yes, today we are talking about financial wellness. And you are correct by saying it has to do with health. If you recall, on Sunday, we celebrated World Health Day. And we are saying, your health, your right. So this is just a follow-up to that conversation. So, but first of all, what is even financial wellness? Financial wellness is your ability to live within your means and manage your money in a way that gives you peace of mind. You manage your money, you live within your means, and you have peace of mind. So somebody can have 10 million naira. The person does not have peace of mind. You can't say that person has financial well-being or the financial wellness is there. Another person will just earn just maybe 100,000 naira, but they are able to take care of their means. They're able to feed themselves, accommodate themselves, they're able to save, and they look up to the future because they're already planning for their future. We will say they have achieved financial wellness and then well-being. Financial well-being can also be, or wellness can also be, you have the ability to meet your basic day-to-day activities when it comes to money for the short and the longer term. But how do we achieve this financial wellness? What are the steps you need to take? First of all, one, you need to understand financial literacy. You must understand the numbers. You must understand your balance sheet. You must understand your numbers. What is budgeting? What is savings? What is investing? What is taking risks in terms of insurance? What is making your money multiply for you? You must understand those basic financial issues. That is the first step in trying to achieve financial wellness. The second step, when you are financially literate, you understand about your finances. The next thing is to go further. Your budgeting. Whether you earn 100,000 naira or you earn 1 million naira, everybody needs a budget. Even the most powerful countries of the world, they have budgets. Nigeria has a budget. US has a budget. Aliko Dangote, one of the richest men today in Africa, has a budget, his own personal budget. So you are advised to have your own personal budget. When you look at where your money is coming from and your expenses, that is one. That's two. Three, you must know how to manage your debts. Everybody has one debt or the other. And your ability to manage those debts is very, very important. Where as you are paying back your debt, it is not affecting your standard of living, so that you will not take new debts again. Because there are persons who continuously are in debt. They cannot get out of debt. So for you to have financial wellness, you must pay off all your debts, or you have plans and you are paying all these debts regularly, so that it will come to a stage where you will no longer be in debt again. Because when you are in debt, it affects you so much, and of course, once it affects you monetarily, it's also going to affect you, your emotions, and it can lead to any other thing. Then the next step for you to achieve financial wellness is saving. And we have been told that saving is the first step leading to the temple of wealth. And no man can place his feet firmly on that first step. For you to save, you must understand what it takes to save. Because we already said, even in the Bible, they have told us, save and you shall be saved. So after saving, then investing. You must understand the numbers when it comes to investing. Where do you put your money? Do you open a small business? Do you buy shares? Do you invest in properties? But for every investment, you must look at the one that suits you or you really understand for you to do your investment, because your investment will bring more money for you. So these are some of the steps that you will take for you to achieve financial wellness. You need to understand financial literacy. You need to budget. You need to manage your debt. You need to save. At the same time, you also need to do investments. Thank you.
All right. Your explanations are quite apt, and of course, the silver lining, in all you have been saying is try to live on a budget, because it really helps you to be able to attain financial wellness. But at a time like this, when inflation rates has almost affected every aspect of life, such that even the items, that one buys on a daily basis might have in some way hiked by 2 or 3. So how can an individual be able to still keep to that routine of budgeting when, of course, inflation is telling otherwise?
Okay, thank you. If I get your question correctly, you were saying or asking how can an individual stay disciplined to their budget. Is that correct?
Yes. Then let me narrow it down so that it can be more explanatory. Say if my budget, for instance, on a monthly is 30,000 naira on miscellaneous goods, and of course, going by the inflation rate right about now is not something to write home about. So how can I be able to still stick to that routine or habit of 30,000 naira as my budget per month?
Okay. Let me put it simply. Yes. How do you stay within your budget at the same time looking at inflation? You have budgeted this amount of money, and how is it going to, are you going to meet that budget with the current level of inflation and economic uncertainty?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yes. You see, even Nigerian budgets, we have what they call supplementary budget. When you budget and you see that the money you have budgeted is not even enough for what you are doing, there's nothing wrong with that. You can review your expenses. If you have budgeted to say you want to send your child abroad overseas, and you have looked at the current situation, and in future you might not get that kind of amount of money. There's nothing to say, okay, no, let your child come and school in Nigeria. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you still get the same quality. So budgeting does not restrict you. Budgeting only helps you to know where your money is going and makes you to plan. If there is a need for you to increase your budget, you have to also need to think of how to increase your income. Okay? So yes, with inflation has always been with us. It will continue to be like that. But you still need to live within your means. It's a matter of you trying to adjust your lifestyle. But what we are saying is you don't need to adjust your lifestyle that will affect you badly. So once you are conscious, and that is what budgeting does to you, it tells you the amount of money you need to spend in certain areas, or how much you have spent in certain areas, whether you can now begin to reduce it or not. So that is why for you to achieve financial wellness, you must do budgeting.
All right. Your submissions are quite apt, Charles. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it.